I don't think anyone has ever started a YouTube video being on the floor of their living room. Yeah, I'm sleeping on the carpet and I actually even have a pillow. Yeah, so I've obviously been going through something. A creative block of some sorts. You can tell by the last time I posted a video on YouTube. I mean, my frequency has really decreased. In fact, just right now, my friend Olive was telling me like, Jean, you need to get back on YouTube. What's happening, girl? Continue uploading. She was inspiring me and kind of encouraging me. And I think we need such friends in our lives. What I've been going through has been sort of, I don't know whether it's imposter syndrome. Usually like, for me, it's so easy to snap out of these things. I rarely go through those sorts of things like for long. I often go through them, but not for long. And then the other day, a lady said on Twitter that, you know what, everybody who has dreadlocks or everybody who has natural hair has let themselves go. Well, then I think I've really then let myself go. I mean, I've not even had an ounce of makeup in 3 months. That's how dire the situation is. I really want to get back to my creative vibe. I used to be a very creative person. I used to have my ish figured out. You know, I had this whole like routine of my content, which is now out the window. I mean, I've been so busy, but I think it's about time that I get back on, you know, being Jean and being myself, because I don't know who this is. You know, I don't know who this person coming to you in Matutas is. Well, I have nothing against them. This is how I live and this is how, you know, I look, but I want to go back to just creating content and being more creative. And I want to do this with you, and I want to use this video as something for me in the future to sort of look back and kind of say that, oh, you did it, and even give my future self some inspiration. So yeah, I think the first thing I'm going to do is just freshen up and look a bit better and do my face. I haven't, as said, I haven't done makeup in a while, so yeah, I'm looking to doing a very light face beat, and I will take you along as I try to get my shit together. The first thing I'm going to do is just journal and read through like pages of my journal that kind of inspire me. You know, going back to your why and going back to the reason why you started this in the first place is one way to sort of get yourself out of a rut. I'm going to write down how I'm feeling, how I've been feeling, how I've let myself go, how my routines have suffered. I'm gonna do like me now and future me. What do I want the Jean of the future to look like? What do I want myself to be in the coming week? I want to be independent. I mean, I want to be inspired. I want to be creative. All those things are things I'm going to write about in my book. You know, the other like funny thing about this whole kind of doubting myself thing is I really used to have my ish figured out. I used to be that really strong person, and I told myself like, Jean, when you get a camera, or when you get time, or when you finally have your stars aligned, you will be able to create more content. I was even looking forward to creating more content, but now that I have the resources that I wanted, which was a camera and time, I'm here wondering, okay, I don't feel like it, but today I really have to force myself. So I'm gonna do that exercise with you. Let me just prop you guys up and we do the first exercise, and I'll show you how you can really get yourself out of a rut. And yeah, so there is the current me, and then there is future Jean. I got this tip from a lady on YouTube called Lavender. I think you guys know her. Let me just prop you guys up in a way that you can see. So current me is really uninspired. Current me is really doubtful. Current me feels like an imposter. Current me is really sluggish. Current me is really unmotivated, bored, over-consuming stuff, and current me is actually in a rut. Current me feels sluggish. I think I even wrote sluggish there. Current me feels, I really have like, I don't know how to explain, but feeling like you're not even inspired to dress up, like unfashionable. Yeah, but funny thing, current me is also pursuing her hobbies. I'm now doing like plants. I'm doing so much, and I'm also doing even sketches and stuff like that. But then future me, I want to be courageous. I really want to have my ish together. I really want to get back to creating YouTube videos. I want to get back to earning from my craft. I really want to get back to living in my purpose. And most importantly, guys, I really want a kind of slow life. At least I've been able to achieve that. I know everyone has been talking about living a soft life, but that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about just a slow life without distractions. I really want to make time for reading. So I also want to be fashionable and pretty. Well, I really have a weird sense of style. That's a video we'll just pursue in another day. I don't want to go over the top, but I want to feel sexy and I want to feel pretty. And then I also want to have my finances in order. So that's kind of good. I really want to be in charge of my day. So I don't want to wake up and then I'm so bored. I want to be in charge of my day. And most importantly, I want to be creative again. So yeah, so just this exercise alone is making me feel so nice that I am doing this. I know it looks like it's just a stupid exercise, but yeah, it's already making me feel so nice. The other activity I'm going to do is I have a journal that's almost full. Like all these are important things, like my goals, important stuff that I go through when I'm feeling a bit down. So I also like read up on my book to sort of remember my why and why am I doing this, like why am I working so hard, and that kind of usually springs me to action. You know, it has all my financial goals, my like health goals, and also like stuff I've achieved, not only like goals but even small wins. Kind of makes me feel so important. So I'll spend like 10 minutes also writing, free writing. So that's another thing you can do to sort of get you from a rut, is free writing. And free writing, there are no rules. That's the most important part of it, is that there are no rules. Sorry guys, I'm not gonna spend the whole video looking like this. So I think I'll take a shower or something that I like, and I'm already feeling good. So it's just about doing the face, and I think I should take you along. My makeup and accessories live in these boxes from Miniso. So let's get our face and hair done. Also ignore any like mismatched stuff on my background. I'm currently moving house. Oh my god, my forehead is massive. Am I the only one who feels so untouchable whenever I do bottom eyeliner? Like, look at the difference between the two eyes. This, I've done bottom eyeliner. I'm not a makeup guru though. I'm actually a makeup minimalist. Oops. Actually just stabbed my eye with this colossal kajal, and if this stuff has ever entered in your eye, You do know it stings, right? Guys, can you just see how makeup makes people feel nice? I'm already so excited. You know, the funniest thing is the whole time I've been looking at my mirror right here. I've not even been looking at the camera. But you guys understand because I'm not a makeup guru. I'm the type to really like go all out on the mascara until later on when I'm taking it out it's chunky. Yeah, but see, I already feel 10 times better. The other thing I'm going to do is take out this hair, and I love that my hair and my edges have really come back very well, so I think we're gonna take them down together. Apply oil when they're taking down their hair. Yeah, so as I take down my hair, I'd really like for us to just talk about how dressing up, doing your face, especially for women, like dressing up, doing your face, and doing a face of makeup can really change how you feel. I mean, it's not like we draw all our like worthiness from makeup. You should definitely be happy, and that's one of the reasons why in this channel I come to you when I'm barefaced, looking my most beautiful self, and I also come here with makeup as well as natural hair, wigs, whatever, you know. So it's good to accept yourself in all ways possible. When it comes to being in a rut, guys, I mean, I've seen that how you feel about your physical appearance as well kind of also determines your creativity. And I can tell you for a fact, for the 3 months, let's just say I've been on a rut for 1 month. Yeah, for the 1 month that I've been stuck on a rut, it's been because of, I don't know, it just one thing that became like a domino effect to other things. For me, mostly when I'm in a rut, it all starts with like diet and how I'm feeling about my body. Am I working out? The moment I stop working out, I think that's where the domino starts shifting. So just notice what made you get in the rut. Was it because you wanted instant results and you were not seeing them? Because I've noticed that most times when you're stuck in like even a creative rut, it's usually mental. It's not like your body can't physically do it. You're not physically stuck, and your mind is not also physically incapable of producing new ideas. It's mostly because you feel stuck, or your brain kind of makes other things impossible because you already have that feeling of I won't feel happy. I've been like not wanting to edit or shoot YouTube videos because I've been telling myself I know I don't even have these good ideas. My channel has been growing so slowly, the views have been trickling in, there are better people who are doing better things than me. You see, it's not even like I physically cannot create a video, it's more of I mentally cannot create a video. And as sad as that is, that's what usually happens when ruts happen. The other thing I've noticed that people have different triggers, or people have different initial points that trigger this kind of ruts. Number one for me is whenever I skip on working out or eating healthy. After that, I'm like, I didn't even go for my run today, so why am I even doing a video? Which doesn't even make sense to think about, but that's what happened. That's what happens. Somebody else told me that they get into ruts whenever they are doing, like, they're not financially stable. You know, like when you're not having money, or when your art is not creating money, or when your crafts are not creating money, you feel like, okay, why am I even creating these videos? They're not even gonna bring me money. So for example, for me, YouTube, that was something else that I also saw, that okay, YouTube is good, I got monetized, but the views, like the dollars, are really trickling in slowly. And what really pissed me off was seeing people who create their YouTube channels today, and tomorrow they have, I don't know, 600,000 views, and I have been really working hard, editing and all that. But you know, the trick is thinking that you deserve it. Like, there's this guy I follow called Roberto Blake. He says that you're not supposed to want applause. That's for me, that's not to self, it's not to anybody else. I mean, it's not everybody who struggles like the way I've struggled on my YouTube trajectory. So he was saying that you don't need applause when you're in the practice stage. So stop having that entitlement of that you're gonna get clapped for when you're in the practice stage. You still have work to do, and that's kind of been my mantra. Like, I still have stuff to do. I still have like YouTube videos to create. I still have a long way to go to learn how to edit. Yeah, and I've kind of been resistant to that, even on platforms like, you know, YouTube, as well as things like Instagram. I've just been feeling like, you know what, I don't have the energy to create these sorts of content. But then again, I come here and expect that I will get the views, or I will get the applause, kind of, because at the end of the day, attention is what we're looking for. Attention is currency, in this way. So as I was trying to say, is that there are some people who really get in ruts because whatever kind of thing they're doing is not bringing financial return at the time, or is not bringing an ROI, a return on investment. And for me, that's was what I was feeling like. Why am I spending so much time on YouTube if it's not bringing me any kind of return, you know? But then again, I always gravitate back to YouTube, though that's the thing I like. And then sometimes ruts can be because either you've run out of creative ideas because you're consuming too much content of other people, and you're not looking within. You're always looking outside of, okay, what is so and so doing, or I saw so and so is doing reels now. Do I have to do reels now? I saw so and so is doing ABCD, so and so is doing like travel content. Do I have to do travel content now? You know, that's sort of consuming, and I've been in that kind of rabbit hole. As I told you when this video was starting, I've been in that rabbit hole of consuming other people's content to the point that I am not creating anything myself, and that's such a bad place to be. So guys, I think you need to really pinpoint where is your rut coming from. The other way that a rut can come through is if, let's say, you're not inspiring yourself or you're not learning. So the same way like you used to do your content before will not fly anymore, and you know it, you know, like you deep down you know it. Like for me, that's what happened on Instagram. I just fell out because the stuff that we used to do back then on Instagram doesn't fly anymore, and I'm not even inspired to do it, like to create any more like different type of content. So those are different things, and once you really like know yourself and you really like know what causes those ruts, you will be able to stop them when they happen, or you will be able to even rationalize and tell yourself, you know what, Jean, it's just because of ABCD that you're feeling like this. So once you solve the ABCD, you'll be fine. You know, like I told myself, Jean, it's just because you're observing too much, and that's why you're in a rut. You need to just focus on your own stuff. Only observe when you're getting inspired from people, but don't observe 24/7. Don't like consume 24/7. Also produce. You know, sometimes it's good to consume. Like they're just ideas I would never have thought of ever in my lifetime, but because I saw them documented somewhere, I thought, oh, I could do this and put my own spin to things. Yeah, so basically I was just trying to say that look at where or what is causing your ruts. Once you know where does my rut start from, you will be able to, you know, find a way to deal with it. And I've done half of my hair fast, and I already feel so good. I already feel like myself. So I won't ramble on, but let me do the rest of my hair, and then we'll come back and I'll give you the other tips of how to get out of ruts. So cue the time lapse. the other thing I wanted to tell you about being in a rut that you need to do to get yourself out of the rut. We've already looked at ways in which you can get in a rut, but how do you actually get yourself out of it? Number one is taking action. Taking action can be something as springing out of bed even when you don't feel like, writing even when you don't feel like, creating, picking up the camera, charging the camera, doing your face, just to make yourself feel a bit yourself. Look at things that make you feel like yourself. So I want us to do a small exercise today. One of like the highest rated techniques of getting yourself out of a rut is writing. I really love to write, and sometimes I free write. For example, just this, what we were already like looking at today, was just free writing and sort of just sketching. These are notes that could go to waste. They're notes that could go into my main journal, but then I want to just have a small session of myself to write ideas of what do I want to create next. When I was starting this video, one of the steps that I told you is to journal and to write why you're in a rut or how you feel, and really like free write. But then here I want us to do something called intentional writing. If you know me, you know that I have more than like 10 notebooks, each with a use. This is my journal where I write my free writes and like in most strongest kind of goals, thoughts, and this is one of my biggest prized possession. Then I have something like this, which is like a sketchbook where I write things or I do exercises. Apart from that, I also have a notebook, this notebook here that I got from one of these breakfast meetings from work. So this notebook here, kind of, this is where I write all my video ideas. I'm pretty sure I have shared this book with you like many times. I've shared this book where I write like a video topic and then the stuff of what I will talk about in the video. So just writing in this book kind of gives me an idea of what do I want to create. If, say for example, you're an artist and you want to start painting, so take whatever, like a planner that you have, and decide, okay, what types of paintings am I doing this week? Am I doing abstract paintings? Maybe some of them need inspiration, but for some more intentional things like say video editing or video filming, I'm going to actually write on this book, okay, I want to shoot 4 videos in December 2020. What are the 4 videos going to be? What am I going to shoot, and how am I going to edit? Do I need to write ahead of time? I'm kind of changing my video style from just sit down to more incorporating other sort of shots, and this is stuff that I would write in this book. For example, this video about how I am in a rut, I already wrote about it in this book, and I already conceptualized on how I will start from when I'm in the rut and change and graduate, and it's a process. So this is another thing. So in the next few minutes, I'm going to just sit down and write what are my 4 videos going to be. How do I resuscitate my channel? If say for you, like a dream maybe to work with brands and you want to approach brands, write that down. I want to approach 10 brands. Or when it comes to creativity, I want to write 10 pages a day, create a plan and even schedule in. This is something that will make you more intentional, and it will make sure that you're not actually saying that, oh, I just want to be creative, I want to like create more, but you're not actually doing it. I also have my laptop just here with my Google Calendar open, because I really want to go as deep as schedule down the videos. When am I doing these videos? Am I batch filming? So these are things that I have noticed kind of make me more intentional, and they put a date on the stuff that I want to do. Like just that action really kind of is already, you know, making it more solid that Jane, you can't relax anymore, you have videos to film. So that's one way that I would say that can get you out of a rut. So the other thing you need to do is to look at activities that really bring you joy. They don't have to be like money-making activities. It's just hobbies or stuff that you do when you're feeling like, I really want to, you know, like stuff that doesn't really necessarily, you don't have to make money out of, but it's just an activity that brings you joy. For me, it's gardening. I've really recently just loved doing plants and growing, seeing my plants growing from seed, getting cuttings, and I want to take you through like some of the things that I do. This is gonna be like a silent vlog so that you can see how I normally like take my mind off things. So things like taking care of plants are stuff that you can just do like outside your house, in your balcony, that really can help you take your mind off things, and you don't have to be like fully creative all the time. So the other thing that you can do to get out of a rut is meet the public, like get out there, mingle with people. And most times when I mingle with creatives, I always come back inspired. I have this group on WhatsApp that is a YouTube group where we talk about different things about YouTube. It's mostly for like the education side of YouTube, you know, people who post content about education, you know, how-to guides and stuff like that, stuff like what I post right now. I'm always so inspired when we talk on the group, because I've noticed that getting out there and meeting up with somebody who's doing what you're doing kind of inspires you so much. And I told you about a conversation that I was having with a friend of mine called Olive. Olive Nkirota is here on YouTube. We sort of do the same kind of niche content, but her, she does more of business while I do more of like social media stuff. Now Olive is one of my biggest like cheerleaders and friends and on YouTube, and she's really like inspired me to even get out there. Honestly, if it wasn't for that phone call of hers, I don't think I would be able to like continue creating videos. So that's another thing you can do when you're feeling uninspired. Just get out there and see other creative people doing big things like you are. But the other thing is to look at your past work. Every time I look back at the stuff that I've done or work that I've done, I always get so inspired because I can't believe that I did some of those things. And this is why it's so important to document your journey. I'm always a big fan, and I'm always a big proponent of let's document. Let's remove the shame from documenting our journey. There are just some moments that would have just passed away if I never ever documented them, and I'm so glad that I've been able to document stuff on my blog. So even you on your creative journey, please remember to document some of the wins that you have. They could be micro wins or stuff like that. So I always have a book where I write even my small wins. Say for example somebody appreciates my work, or say for example I meet with somebody, or I get awarded something, or somebody features me somewhere. I always write those small micro wins and even the big wins. And every time I'm feeling stuck in a rut, I always remind myself, if I did that, then I could even do so much more. If I managed to get here, like it took so long for me to be where I am, so I can even go even further. So sometimes observing your past work can really get you out of that creative rut, because all you need is some inspiration. And also, the other thing you need to do is remind yourself of your why. Like, why are you doing this thing that you're doing right now? Why are you even on this journey in the first place? Why are you doing architecture? Why are you an artist? Why are you a creator? Why are you an actress? So such things, like when you look at your why, and I believe everybody should have a big like reason why they're doing what they're doing. So every time, just have it written somewhere. I know all these things sound so cliche, you know, write down your vision, look at it every morning. It feels like some really feel good fluffy advice that gurus sprinkle on quotes and put them on Instagram, but for real, those things really work if you follow them. For me, I don't do anything big. I just write it on that journal that I talked about, and every time I'm feeling down, I look at it. Another thing that I've realized is that every time I watch a movie or listen to songs that have powerful women, like the first time I watched this Beyonce like documentary, and at the moment I'm watching the Blackpink documentary, I always see young women, or even women, older women, old women, whatever, just women who are really working hard and are doing big things. Every time I see somebody being a boss, I feel like, you know what, Jean, you can. It kind of gives me that power of, Jean, you're slacking, you need to wake up, you need to get out of this rut. So every time you're feeling down, I think you can tap into such. Look at who inspires you. It could be a celebrity, it could be just like a movie. I can tell you for a fact that when I used to watch Suits and I used to see how badass like Jessica Pearson, was she called Jessica Pearson was, I used to just always want to be like her. Or Scandal, you know, like I used to always want to have my shit handled, have my life together. So such things really help like jumpstart me. Just know that these things won't forever be the fuel that keeps you going. You have to have a deeper fuel and a deeper reason, because you can't always rely on motivation or inspiration to make your dreams happen. Like every time you have to fall into a rut, you have to be inspired by something. Your why has to be bigger. But sometimes I notice that even looking at other people or badass people in this world who are doing big things kind of inspires me to get out of my rut, and I just see that, oh Jean, this is just an insignificant thing that you're feeling. It's just, it will pass. Get back on it. The other thing that people fail to mention is, because I've watched copious amounts of these get out of a rut videos, is don't really look back at how much time you have wasted, or really don't look back at, oh my god, I've wasted 2 weeks, oh my god, I've not worked out. Because looking at the past, you cannot change the past, but the regret that you feel, you can use that fuel to kind of even make you work harder in the future. I know obviously we're going through hard times right now, and I do not blame anybody who's not feeling the energy. That's how the world is at the moment, and we're all allowed to take our time off. So I do have that. I'm not like insensitive of that fact. Anyway, so what I was saying is that sometimes I really notice that the more you stare, or the more you think about how you failed, or how you've not worked out, or how you've not, like, you know, how you failed and how you've not created videos. Oh my god, it's been a month, I've not uploaded. Doing that only kind of prolongs the period and makes you feel like, I don't even want to film a video, I don't even want to upload. But whenever you're like, you know what, I know, but from today, what can you do from today? I always look at the time from now, like, what can I do now and what can I do in the future? Because sometimes looking back at what you know, today I didn't work out, makes you even feel more lousy, and you don't even want to do anything the whole day. The other thing, I feel like I don't have b-roll for me running, because most times I don't carry my camera, but running and getting out of the house, taking a walk to clear your mind, kind of is something that you should aim at doing from time to time. I've noticed that sometimes when I'm in a creative rut, either I travel, or either I run, or just get out of the house and do an activity that has nothing to do with work, has nothing to do with my creativity, kind of makes me feel happy. You know, there are times when I used to be so bored in the house, and I used to go to the mall that was near me, and I used to go to the supermarket and walk down all the aisles checking stuff. That's kind of something, I don't know whether other people do that, but I like to do that. I like to go to the grocery store. I like to see, okay, what do you have, what types of oils do you have, what do you have, and I can spend hours in a supermarket. So I find that really like healing. Or take a walk or run. I'm not such a huge runner. I've been trying hard, but yeah, maybe I've not found the perfect running trail. Yeah, because I have like social anxiety. Is it social anxiety or public anxiety? But you just want to run, but you don't want to meet up with people looking at you and stuff like that. The other thing I've been enjoying, or really like can get you out of creative rut, is get outside, enjoy the grass, and enjoy the sunlight. Like, the other thing is just start. Sometimes I even tell myself, like when I want to write big words of copy, and this is not something that I discovered myself, a loved one shared this with me, is that okay, so you want to work today, you want to write like 1,000 words of copy. So he used to tell me, open Word, open the Word, Microsoft Word, just open that, just type the date. And I'm telling you, obviously you cannot do that. Or you want to run, okay, just wear your gym outfit. You don't have to run, just wear your gym outfit, shower, wear your gym outfit, wear your running shoes, and that's it. Or you want to upload a video, just switch on the camera however you are, say something. And I used to see that when you get out of the first initial like resistance of I don't feel like, I'm not gonna open Microsoft Word to type the date, I'm not gonna do that, but whenever you get out of that initial thing, that's it. Like today, did you see how I started this video? I started it with a t-shirt, and look at me now. I'm so like excited to film now. I'm looking forward to go and edit. So those are some of the ideas that I felt that we could get out of a creative rut. And I think from now on, sometimes we rely on inspiration or motivation, and that is fleeting. You can be inspired today, but then tomorrow you don't have the same thing that inspired you. So that's when you rely on systems. The other thing I want to let you know is that when you manage, congratulations first of all, if this video inspired you to move or inspired you to do something, remember that after this video you really need to create systems. We all operate from systems. You cannot just rely on motivation. We operate on systems and discipline. So you have to note down. For example, I want to upload 2 videos in a week in the month of December. What do I have to do today? So I know the dates I'm supposed to upload. I've put them in my Google Calendar, and I know when I'm filming. So just put those systems in place. Whatever your thing is, whatever, it could be work, it could be creativity, it could be just running or getting back on the healthy eating thing. Hope this video helped you in a way so that you can get out of your rut. Let me know if you like this style of videos. I know it's still a sit down video, but I try to involve like more b-roll for you, so that you know it's not just me always like talking to you. I try to take you through my journey from when I was feeling slouchy and to now when I'm feeling inspired to take on the day and create more videos. Thank you so much. I hope you love this video. Until the next one, bye.